What's up? What's up? What's cracking? What is up? What is cracking? Shout out to Couch Below, man. In the building, man. We are back and live like we going 5 days straight. No without falling asleep. 5 days, 5 straight shows without falling asleep. We are on a roll, man. We are on a roll. Salute to everybody out there, man. Thank you for joining us, man. We are going in today, man. It is a lot to go in on. There's a lot to go in on. You know what I mean? There's a lot to go in on, and we're gonna go in on it. Um, Black Columbo in the building. Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. For real, for real. It is me, live in the flesh. We are going in today. Yes, we are. A lot going on, man. A lot going on for the midday, man. Buckle your seatbelts. Buckle your seatbelts. Buckle your seatbelts. Buckle your seatbelts. We are going in. Does everybody have a good holiday weekend, man? Everybody have a great holiday. You know, the holidays. The holidays, man. You holler at a lot of bitches on the holidays. The holla days. Did you holla? You get your holla on in the holidays? Let's see what's going on. Let's go ahead and get it started. We're not gonna wait around for all these people.
New at 11 now. A frightening encounter played out in Bucks County and is now under investigation. A road rage.
Let me make sure my computer plugged in, man. Let me make sure I'm plugged in so we don't go off in the middle of the show. Oh man. What in the world?
Rage incident between.
Salute to salute. Hit the like button as you come in. TJ the conservative in the building.
Drivers in a car.
TJ the conservative is in the building. Let me hook my earpiece up. Yeah. Let me hook my earpiece up.
Car and a motorcycle.
All right. Let's get it cracking.
New at 11 now. A frightening encounter played out in Bucks County and is now under investigation. A road rage incident between drivers in a car and a motorcycle, and at least one shot was fired. Action News reporter Leland Pinder live at Bristol Police. And Leland, you spoke with both the alleged victim and the man who fired the gun.
Rick, that's right. And some of their parts of their accounts match up, as you might imagine. Other parts definitely do not. But what is for sure, these were scary moments tonight. Police still working to sort it all out.
This person tried to murder me.
Chanel Johnson spoke to Action News from the hospital following the scary encounter. She was treated for a heart condition, she says, connected to the incident.
This person literally, took their gun and just started shooting at someone that they don't even know.
Bristol Township Police were called to New Falls Road near Indian Creek Entry in Levittown shortly before 2 p.m. for a report of a shooting. In the minutes before, Johnson said she was being followed by an aggressive motorcycle driver who at one point was close enough to snap this picture.
As I'm slowing down, I realized this person has a gun.
The confrontation escalated over the course of a few minutes, leading to a crash. Before officers arrived, Johnson says witnesses confiscated the shooter's gun. Police now have it. No charges have been filed as the investigation continues.
Yes, that's my concern. That's unacceptable.
I did speak with the alleged shooter at the scene, who declined to be identified or interviewed on camera, but did issue a brief statement to Action News saying she was blocking 2 lanes of traffic, likely trying to pull an illegal U-turn. When I attempted to go around her, the other driver caused the initial collision. With this situation, only 1 round was fired.
Yeah, but you can't shoot people over that.
Johnson insists.
See, this is the thing.
At 3.
You still can't shoot people over that. Press 1. You still can't shoot at people because of that. Like he acting like that make it sound better. Like his explanation, he's making it seem like his explanation makes it any better. You still can't shoot people over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate to tell you, buddy, but that's not going to fly in court, man. I mean, I don't know if he's black or not, but I don't know. But that shit ain't going to fly. I only fired 1 shot. Like, huh? And I don't know if this is a brother or I don't know who this is, man. I don't know if this is a brother. Look kind of pale. He don't look like a brother. He look like a white guy, man. He look more like, because brother ain't gonna have a bike like that unless he stole it. A brother gonna have a more name brand bike. A brother, like, he don't dress like a brother. He sound like a white. He look like a white guy. He got gloves on and shit, a helmet. Yeah, he seemed like a white guy. A book bag. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, bro, but you can't shoot people for that. That doesn't. Well, when he go to court, he'll find out.
Confiscated the shooter's gun. Police now have it. No charges have been filed as the investigation continues.
Yes, that's my concern. That's unacceptable.
I did speak with the alleged shooter at the scene, who declined to be identified or interviewed on camera, but did issue a brief statement to Action News saying she was blocking 2 lanes of traffic, likely trying to pull an illegal U-turn. When I attempted to go around her, the other driver caused the initial collision. With this situation, only 1 round was fired.
Shot.
Johnson insists she was shot at 3 times. Police said, quote, at least 1 shot was fired.
I'm just afraid that someone else is going to come across him one day and he might do the same exact thing to them.
Now, it appears no one was struck by that gunfire or hurt in the crash. Police say the community, though, is not in danger. They have everyone involved here. Again, they're still trying to sort through all of this, and no charges have been filed at this time. We're live here in Bristol Township. Leland Pender, Channel 6, Action News. Rick?
All right, Leland, thank you for that report.
Leland Pender.
The woman's family is in mourning and calling for justice. Our Brandon Schaff was at today's visitation and funeral where hundreds came to support them.
We're at the church where the community is coming together to mourn the loss of that cleaning crew worker who was tragically shot and killed after going to the wrong home in Whitestown.
At the funeral home, family, friends.
She went to the wrong home. She was killed after going to the wrong home. Bitch, I don't need nothing clean. Bam! Like, what the fuck? What happened? She was killed after going to the wrong home. Bitch, clean your own shit. Bam! That's crazy town. Okay? That is crazy town. Shout out to Barry B. My man Barry B is in the building.
Tragically shot and killed after going to the wrong home in Whitestown.
At the funeral home, family, friends, and strangers paid their respects to Maria Florindo Rios Perez de Velasquez, Ana Gaspar.
Hold on, man. This is worse than last night. Who was here last night, man? Who was here last night, man? These hombredos be having these long-ass names, man. What the fuck? Listen to this shit.
Paid their respects to Maria Florindo Rios Perez de Velasquez. Ana Gaspar paid their respects to Maria Florindo Rios Perez de Velasquez. Ana paid their respects to Maria Florindo. Paid their respects to Maria Florindo.
Maria Florindo
Rios Perez de Velasquez.
Del Rios Perez.
Ana Gaspar.
Yo, what kind of name is that, man? Yo, listen to this name, man. Listen to this chick's name, yo. The dude last night, his name was Antonio Perez Valdez Sanchez Rio Santiago. Blah, blah, blah. This nigga had like 8 names, man. What the fuck is this?
Paid their respects to Maria Florindo Rios Perez de Velasquez. Ana Gaspar, a fellow cleaning crew member in Whitestown for more than 10 years, came to offer comfort to her family.
I feel my broken my heart because it's terrible. The life is changing in a second.
Gaspar says that she wants the person responsible for Maria's death to be held accountable. She wore a vest with the words, "I'm a house cleaner," written on the back. She says that it'll help people identify her and hopefully prevent a tragedy like the one that claimed Maria's life last Wednesday.
Every time I arrive at the house for do my job, need wear this for the neighbors know.
Wow.
I am a cleaning lady, no intruder.
Later, loved ones carried Maria's casket from the funeral procession into a church, her loved ones visibly upset, hundreds of others there to support them. Nicole Armento created a GoFundMe to help Maria's husband and 4 children, including an 11-month-old, after their loss. She says that it will also help pay for the funeral and transporting Maria's body home to Guatemala.
I don't think any amount of money can replace losing a wife and a mother, but we're just doing what we can.
I'm very grateful that her husband doesn't have to be trying to figure out how to feed his children in this time with all of this.
Representative Cash added that it was a moment for people to come together and offer support to the grieving family. Brandon Schaff, 13 News.
Dang.
And tomorrow there is.
So what happened, man? Why are they not telling us what happened? What happened? What happened? Like, who shot her? Who killed her? Who killed her?
Today, members of the community called for justice after a woman who cleans homes, Maria Florinda Rios Perez de Velasquez, was shot and killed on the front porch of a home in Whitestown. Now, some people want criminal charges filed against the person who pulled that trigger.
And in less than 2 hours, they are holding a vigil to honor her legacy as well as demand answers. Fox 59's Russ McQuaid joins us live ahead of that event that's happening, and he explains what the Boone County prosecutor has told that woman's family so far.
Kent Eastwood has said this is a heartbreaking case for everyone involved, but especially for the family of Maria Rios. In any language, this was a call for justice on the steps of the Boone County Prosecutor's Office after Maria Rios was apparently shot to death last Wednesday morning when she arrived at what she thought was the correct address in a Whitestown neighborhood for a housekeeping assignment. There was a shot fired through a closed front door, and Maria was fatally wounded.
This should not happen to anyone. As he states, this is something happening to Latinos today, but this could happen to anyone for making a simple mistake or arriving at the wrong location. And this could happen to any American as well.
As friends and family members demonstrated outside, Prosecutor Kent Eastwood and his staff met inside their offices with the family's attorney.
Essentially, today's meeting was about the prosecutor explaining that process to us, explaining what appear to be mounds of evidence that they have to go through, which is going to take time.
Maria's family was told Indiana's gun laws will be applied to determine whether criminal charges will be filed.
He did explain the stand your ground law in Indiana is very complicated. There's a tremendous amount of case law surrounding it and the factual circumstances around what happened that day. And the homeowner in particular, or the shooter, the shooter in particular, what his subjective state of mind was, or her subjective state of mind was at the time of the shooting.
The family's attorney said Maria's husband was part of the talks with the prosecutor.
He looked at Mauricio in the eye and he told him that race has nothing to do with this. Race has nothing to do with his evaluation of the case or what happened. Like I said, it's a matter of public safety.
Now, the attorney told the group gathered on the steps behind me that he expects it will take the prosecutor probably maybe another full week to make a charging decision, but the family is already considering filing civil suit against that homeowner. There will be another rally out here in Lebanon at 6 o'clock. In Lebanon.
They still didn't tell us. They still didn't tell us what happened. I'm done, man. Let's one more.
Thanks for joining us tonight at 5, where we start tonight by looking into the death of a cleaning crew worker in Boone County.
So we're told it could be days until we hear if the prosecutor will file charges after the woman was shot outside someone's front door. We know many of you have questions while you wait for this decision.
Jenna Webster joins us now live in studio, and she's been looking into what prosecutors have to consider in this case. And this is one that people have pretty strong feelings about.
Yeah, absolutely. We do know the prosecutor is spending this week reviewing all the evidence in this case from last week. His office says the case involves some pretty complex facts and unique circumstances, and he has to weigh that against Indiana's stand your ground law.
As family and a community mourn the death of Maria Florinda Rios Perez, calls for justice continue with questions why the prosecutor hasn't filed charges against the person accused of shooting her. Whitestown police say Perez was killed outside this home after her cleaning crew went to the wrong address. Someone inside the home shot her through the front door.
These are very complex, very, culturally controversial cases. And there's always losers no matter whatever the outcome.
Jody Madeira is a law professor at IU. She says prosecutors have to consider Indiana's self-defense law, specifically its stand your ground statute.
You must be in a place where you have a right to be. You must not have instigated or provoked the situation. You must have a reasonable fear of bodily harm or worse. And you must use force that's reasonable or proportionate to the situation.
In Indiana, if someone claims self-defense, the prosecution has the burden of proof. In this case, it means proving the person in the home was not in fear and not at risk of serious bodily harm.
And the most important evaluation of that total evaluation of self-defense or stand your ground is that reasonableness.
Why her eyes like that? Yo, why are her eyes like that? Why are her eyes like that, man? Yeah. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie, man. Like, don't get me wrong. I know, you know, I got Chinese eyes and shit, but god damn, that's crazy. She's like, you bug-eyed, yeah, bug-eyed, bro, man. They still not telling us what happened. You notice that? This is the third story. We know that there's a stand your ground law and a castle doctrine. We know all that shit. But what actually fucking happened?
A member of
I
the
didn't
House
mean to go off on this story, on this tangent, but I'm interested in finding out what the fuck happened. Are you? Press 1. If you want to know what the fuck happened, the cleaning lady went to the wrong house. What did she do to get herself shot? Or what didn't she do? And why the fucking did the dude, like, what happened? Yeah, smash. Hey, everybody, take the $5 challenge. Support the channel. Support today's program. Support the daytime show. Support the show. So yeah, yeah, salute to you. Is that Squiggles? Who's that? Oh, the Arab. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, salute to you, man. Salute to you, Arab. Desert Demon. I'm gonna just call you Desert Demon. Salute to you, Desert Demon. Desert Demoness.
A member of a house cleaning crew is dead, shot in what appears to be a mistaken encounter. Police in Indiana say Maria Florinda Rios Perez de Velasquez was shot and killed Wednesday morning.
She sounded like she was tired when she finished saying her name. Listen to her. She was like, yo.
Police in Indiana say Maria Florinda Rios Perez de Velasquez was shot and killed Wednesday morning when she tried entering the wrong home. Prosecutors have not yet decided whether to charge the homeowner, who police say pulled the trigger. This happened.
Oh, so she tried entering. Like, did she have a key? Did she have a key? Like, what do you mean tried entering? Was the door unlocked and she just walked in? And he was like, bitch, what you trying to say? My house dirty, bitch? Bam! Like, what happened after that?
In Whitestown, a suburb of Indianapolis. In Atlanta, Zach reports the state's self-defense laws may make it difficult to file criminal charges.
Él no hubiera hecho eso.
He's the man. That's a fucking Aztec, man. I don't even. What's this? Is this a Mayan or Aztec? God damn. That motherfucker from prehistoric, man. That's a whole caveman right there, man. The fuck? That's an Aztec. Jesus Christ. I think we got enough of these motherfuckers over here. We don't need no more of them. What, did Biden letting 20 million of them? We got 20 million Aztecs over here in the last 4 years. I think we all Aztec'd out, man. Jeez.
He's demanding justice.
Speaking through a translator, Mauricio Velasquez says he watched his wife Maria die Wednesday morning. According to police, the couple worked as a cleaning crew and accidentally tried entering the wrong home. She was shot by a single bullet fired through the front door of the house, killing the...
Oh, it was fired through the front door. Okay, that makes sense now. Now we finally found out what happened. He was with her. Okay, he was with her. So that kind of like, because it's like, I was like, you see this little old lady? She probably 4'11", and you just shoot her. So he was with her. He was with her, and they were trying to get into a house. They went into the wrong house. I mean, they were trying to get into the wrong house, and the dude shot through the fucking door. He shot them through the door. So he probably felt somebody jostling with his, because they probably had a key or something. So he probably felt somebody jostling with his doorknob. He probably one of them crazy motherfuckers that walk around the house with a gun. You know, it's people like that, right? They walk around the house with a gun. They take a shit. They take a shit with their gun. You know what I'm saying? So he probably walked around the house with a gun, somebody jostling his shit. He just fired through the fucking door. Bam! That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. He said, gun doesn't come over till I go to bed. Every room has a hidden gun in my house. Yeah, you would have shot her too, Roger. Roger would have shot her too. God damn, man. Through the door, though? Jeez. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. Shot through the door. God damn. So now we found out what happened. I can move on. I can move on now, man. I just wanted to see what happened.
A serial rapist who is only 17 years old will spend the next 30.
God damn. A serial rapist who's 17. Jesus Christ. That's bananas. A serial rapist who's 17. Jeez. That's nasty. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. Whew. All right.
A serial rapist who is only 17 years old will spend the next 35 years in prison. A judge handed down that sentence for Tremonte Kirk during an emotional hearing late this afternoon.
Tremonte.
Hannah Hilliard is live near 23rd in Wisconsin tonight. Hannah, that's where this case all started.
Oh, right, Derek, in this very busy area in
There's some bad Negroes and some bad hombres up there in Milwaukee, ain't it? Jeez.
Milwaukee. Tremonte Kirk followed a random woman, Charlotte Nozar, into her apartment's elevator. That is where he assaulted her, raped her, and then stomped on a surgical incision on her leg. Today, she spoke out emotionally in court, refusing to call herself a victim, instead a survivor of this violent crime.
Your Honor, the serial rapist you have sitting in front of you today is an existential threat to the women of Milwaukee. Nothing can give me my life as I knew it in my leg back.
Nozar are outspoken in the past in an effort to try and keep Tremonte Kirk off the streets. And that's because the 17-year-old came to the defense table today with a history of similar conduct dating back to when he was just 12 years old. And today's sentencing actually revealed another woman who was sleeping in her car when Kirk tried to assault her last year. She was able to get away, but the judge not holding back today as he sentenced Kirk to 35 years behind bars, making Kirk 50 before he's released out back into the public.
This is as aggravated and depraved and sadistic and evil as it gets. You engaged in monstrous conduct that would lead the average person to believe and think that you are an absolute monster, that your parents raised a monster.
And Hannah, Kirk offered an apology today.
He did. He called his own actions, Derek, quote, selfish and evil. But Nozar, during her prepared remarks in court today, says she will not be accepting Kirk's apology nor forgive him.
Hannah Hilliard live tonight in
That's
Milwaukee.
right, white woman. Don't accept that nigga's apology. Fuck that nigga, man. They'll rape you, man.
There's some new safety concerns tonight after a video shows a large fight erupting inside the indoor mall at Easton. Just in the last 2 hours, Easton sent us a statement.
Yeah, that just looked dangerous, man.
In part, they have a zero tolerance policy for this type of behavior.
Now, they say police broke up the crowd within seconds of responding. And tonight, some shoppers tell us it's enough to make them think twice about coming back. 10 TV's Bryn Caswell shows us what happened.
Columbus police confirming to us the fight broke out around 6:30 Saturday evening. Special duty officers responded and no arrests were made. But one bystander who was there tells me he hopes this behavior is addressed quickly so this doesn't turn into something bigger.
It's real intense and it was scary.
Leonard Love says it all happened fast. He was meeting with a business client in the food court area of Easton Saturday evening when he noticed.
As I was talking to my client, I seen the youth, they started running past me. Got it, and I looked up and all I seen was a melee of girls fighting first, young girls fighting first, then the boys fighting. And everybody started panicking.
This cell phone video sent to me from another bystander shows the group gathering outside H&M on the second level, throwing punches as others watched.
And where are you in this video? You're actually down at the kind of the bottom right corner,
Yeah,
right?
I'm down at the bottom right there.
Love says it was chaos.
I knew something was bad was about to happen because you felt the energy. And at the same time, I just knew I had to get me and my client to safety.
I showed the video to another shopper, Christina Jordan.
It really goes back to parenting. I have teenagers. I'm very adamant that they stay away from these type of shenanigans.
This isn't the first time Easton has dealt with violence. Just last year, a 14-year-old was arrested and charged after a shooting killed another teen there. And the year before that, 2 teen boys, both carrying fully loaded handguns, were arrested during a fight involving dozens of kids.
Easton does have security cameras posted throughout parking lots and the mall, but Love says cameras only do so much. He believes a visible police presence will make the real difference.
To me, there needs to be more of a police presence on Friday and Saturday because this is not the first time. And if the youth are walking into Easton and they see a bunch of police, it's going to be a deterrent for them. Like, oh, maybe we shouldn't fight here.
Easton still has its parental escort policy that's been in place since 2020. It means anyone 15 and younger has to be with a parent or guardian who's at least 21 while on the property.
So they already took measures to combat Negro children. Anyone 15 or younger has to have an adult chaperone. And it still doesn't stop anything. Because the kids just do what they want. Like you gotta enforce this stuff, man. Enforcement. You gotta enforce this stuff. Look, no Negro children in the mall unless they got an adult. We're gonna have to start we got to bring it back to the papers, man. Back when they slavery, you gotta have your papers, man. All you Negro children gotta have your papers. A cop can just walk up and ask you for your papers, your traveling papers. If you don't have a written note to be out of the house, man, that's what it's gonna come to, man. Something like that, man, or something on their phone. They're gonna need like an app, you know, where you can just, you know what I'm saying, verify that they got permission to come to the mall and shit, because they fuck up everything. Little Negro kids fuck everything up. Damn little.
A heartbreaking update out of Cal State Fullerton.
19-year-old Lauren Turner, one of 2 soccer players injured in an e-scooter crash 6 weeks ago, has died. Fox 11's Matthew Seedorf is live in Fullerton with the latest. Matthew.
Well, tonight, much of campus here is devastated. So many people ride those e-scooters around, they feel like this could have been them.
It's Turner who puts it in.
A rising star gone far too soon. Ribbons and a newspaper clipping now line the road next to Cal State Fullerton for 19-year-old Lauren Turner. A standout on Cal State Fullerton women's soccer team killed in an e-scooter crash.
Lauren was one of the best human beings that you would ever want to be around. When you were with Lauren, it was an experience, and the experience was always positive.
Lauren died Friday, almost 6 weeks after the collision. Her teammate Ashlyn Glenn also seriously hurt that day as they rode on e-scooters across campus to support the men's soccer team when they collided with a box truck.
It's an unfortunate situation. It's something that, you know, you never hope, anticipate, or think about, and it's nothing that you would ever want to wish on anybody else.
This crash happened only about a block from campus. Just take a look. You can see the bike path hugging the curb, and then right here, it flips. You get to the intersection, the path is now left of the turning lane.
It just feels kind of, you know, like maybe it could have been me because I ride mine all over all the time.
Fullerton police say an active investigation continues into the crash, but they don't believe alcohol or drugs were a factor, and no charges have been filed.
Poor Lauren, man. Poor girl, man.
Mr. Sampson, you are charged with aggravated fleeing to elude with serious bodily injury or death. 1, 2, 3, 4 counts of that, which is a first-degree felony. You are also charged with vehicular homicide and leaving the scene. 1, 2, 3, 4 counts of that. 8 counts all day, Madam Clerk?
Yes, sir.
All right. Defense?
That's the dude. That's the Negro that ran his car into the crowd in Tampa.
Yes, Your Honor, state has filed a denial of probably leave on all counts currently pending against.
Could anything have prevented the crash in Ybor City Saturday morning that killed 4 people and injured 13 others? The city of Tampa is re-examining safety in the area after investigators say Silas Sampson fled from law enforcement on I-275 and crashed into a storefront on 7th Avenue at 60 miles an hour. Tonight, we've also learned the names of the victims. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank is live at Bradley's in Ybor City, where the bar just reopened after a gut-wrenching several days in one of the busiest areas of the city. Evan.
Yeah, this crash has plunged this entire neighborhood into deep sadness as everyone here tries to grapple with the fact that these folks were just innocent people who lost their lives and were very badly injured just for standing in the wrong place at the wrong time. The city right now is hearing all kinds of recommendations on how things could be made safer, but they aren't sure that any of them could have worked in this case.
The memorial in front of Bradley's can only begin to tell the story of what was lost.
You're asleep, and next thing you know, there's a knock on your door, and you find out that your child's life has been changed or ended.
Court documents are revealing the names of the victims: 25-year-old Christina Richards of Ohio, 41-year-old Lisa Johnson of Winter Haven, 53-year-old Sherman Jones of Tampa, and 54-year-old Marlon Collins of Bartow. The document says as 22-year-old Silas Sampson was captured by police, He asked how many he had killed. The mayor spent part of the day visiting those who had survived.
He is doing well physically, but emotionally, he was with 3 other individuals just walking down the street, and one of the individuals didn't make it. So now he has to struggle with that.
The city is now facing questions about whether anything can be done to keep pedestrians safer in Ybor City. The mayor seems hesitant to close down 7th Avenue.
How about niggas stop speeding? How about niggas stop running from the cops and driving recklessly? Press 1. How about that? I guarantee you that never was a consideration. Salute to my man Rob Rodriguez, man. Rob Rodriguez, salute to you, bro. I bet that's never even a consideration. That if niggas just stop driving recklessly and speeding through the city. What about that?
During the busiest times, because she's concerned it would allow late-night gatherings to fester after the bars close. They are considering adding barriers on certain corners, but those wouldn't have made a difference in this case because of the angle the car took, and it was going 60 miles an hour.
When tragedy occurs, the first thing a lot of people want to do is pull out the finger of blame, and that finger of blame can be pointed directly at the driver.
The mayor also said she would not second-guess the troopers who chased and tried to stop Sampson's speeding car on several occasions. The crash likely happened, according to the mayor, because Sampson tried to avoid a car making a turn. Several of the victims are still facing life-threatening injuries.
Nobody was in that person's brain. They could not have second-guessed where that person, and at the speeds that he was going.
Sampson is charged with 4 counts of vehicular manslaughter and also several counts of fleeing to elude. He has a pretrial detention hearing scheduled for Thursday morning, while prosecutors, Haley, will try to argue that he cannot be let out before his trial without posing a danger to the public.
All right, Evan Axelbank reporting tonight in Ybor City. Evan, thank you.
A teenager is behind bars accused of trying to kill a man by running over him several times. 18-year-old Jarrell Jones. Or a teenager is behind bars accused of trying to kill a man by running over him several times. 18-year-old Jarrell Jones is now charged with second-degree attempted murder.
WESH 2 News investigative reporter Greg Fox live at the Orange County Jail this afternoon. So, Greg, incredibly, the victim.
That's why I always say it's not the guns, man. Niggas is doing a lot of this damage with cars, man. They doing a lot of this shit with cars. Jesus Christ.
In this case, survived.
You know, when you think about it, with the injuries to his head, to his body, it is incredible that he did survive, although he is having some memory issues. So his medical condition going forward is unknown. As far as the immediate future for Jones here in the Orange County Jail, he's not going anywhere.
I'm going to appoint the public defender to assist you in this case.
Jarrell Jones has no prior adult criminal record, but the 18-year-old could be facing serious prison time if convicted of the crime for which he's now charged, attempted second-degree murder. He was ordered held without bond pending a hearing in the coming days.
Your attorneys will be filing a bond motion, and that will be heard in front of the judge on your case, okay?
The Orange County Sheriff's Office says on September 16th, a pedestrian was run over multiple times by the same vehicle at Silver Star Road and Belco Drive. Jarrell drives a silver Dodge Dart.
According to a witness, another driver who was right next to the suspect's car, she says that the victim was walking across from the auto parts store in this crosswalk and then appeared to be asking the suspect for money, and that's when he was run over.
The witness further said the suspect first ran over the victim's body, backed up, then ran over his head. According to the arrest affidavit, he suffered a fractured skull and multiple brain bleeds. But when detectives tried to speak with the man who was run over, he had no recollection about what happened. Court documents also show Jones's girlfriend and another passenger confirmed Jones was driving the car that night.
And again, as you heard the judge say, there's going to be a bond hearing for Jones at some point, and that'll probably be in the next few days. at the Orange County Courthouse. Till then, he has no other hearing date that is set. Covering Orange County, live in Orlando, Greg Fox.
Wow. Man, listen, I just tried to come on today, but I got to, Kitty's coming home now, man. I got to get up out of here, man. Tonight, hopefully, man. Support the channel, guys. Hopefully, I can come back tonight, man. Sponsor tonight's show. Same black time, same black channel. I'm out of here. Peace out.